Trustee Tarpley,
I'm here.
Trustee Brady,
Here.
Trustee Terrell,
Here.
Trustee Griffin,
Here.
Trustee Wood,
Here.
Student Trustee Reyes,
Here.
Superintendent President Dr. Walden.
Here.
Public comment announcement. The complete written request to address the board shall be submitted at the beginning of the closed session of the portion. Individuals may comment after being recognized by the board president and before board discussion of a particular item. We do have one closed session thing. My brain just stopped. Thank you, public comment. So this is to be given to the secretary at the beginning of the meeting. You will be called during public comment period of the meeting. Comments are limited to 3 minutes, so if I can get a 3-minute timer. And we have James Garcia, or representative.
Good afternoon. My name is Estela Garcia. I'll be reading a short letter on behalf of my husband, James Garcia. Dear Board Trustee, my name is James Garcia, Sociology Professor here at Victor Valley College. I would like to start by saying that I'm a great sociology instructor. I love what I do, that is teach sociology. I have been seeking to teach full-time since 2021. I've been teaching from college to college, district to district, until I came to the high district here at Victor Valley College, where you gave me the opportunity for a long-time relationship. This opportunity is to teach the subject that I always loved since junior high. The relationship with Victor Valley College has been since the spring of 2011. I truthfully felt that this would be my home. I have believed since the first day that I will be retired for Victor Valley College in an old age. And while I was in the pathway to accomplish this in November 2024, I had a medical issue which prevented me accomplishing the final grade 4 year, which will undoubtedly demonstrate an optimal James Garcia. In my initial 3 evaluation year by year, I passed, and the administration granted me permission to advise to the following year, yet my 4-year evaluation was not so great. While I was showing progress throughout my initial 3 evaluation, with issue I could easily amend, I suddenly experienced a lack of control because of this infamous medical issue, the medical billion, which caused stroke, a brain infarct, a lactic stroke in November 2024. This event prevented me from reaching my goal to show my full potential, my overall professional growth. I understood that many of the issues, problems I had with my previous evaluations were fixable because administration gave me the permission to advise to the 4 final grade. The problem was on the 4th year where I have some challenges and issues caused by my health issue I could not control. One of the things is I signed a contract that I signed back in January 17, 2025 with OER. I did not remember, but I'm currently working to fix this with the help of my Dean Warner. My organization, my structure, my online class for 2025 8-week course. I thought I was doing great since my first year's online evaluation came out good, evaluated by Counselor Lorraine Ochoa, psychology instructor April Peck, and instructor Dr. Dino Bonosos. I am also on the waiting list to take some classes to update and certify my campus teaching credential. I think many teachers have problems with students. I do not think that having an issue with 3 students out of the 1,000 that I have in the past 4 years will be enough for me to get me fired. But I do understand that I could have dealt with this in a different way. Problems with some of my colleagues, which I was not aware. Not knowing how they felt about my behavior, it is difficult at times to control emotions after a stroke, especially within the initial stage of the medical event. I have instilled symptoms caused by the stroke.
Pardon me. You've reached your 3 minutes. I would entertain a motion to extend, if anybody.
To extend for
Motion to extend.
for a minute or 2.
For 2 minutes?
Second.
For 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Okay, continue.
Thank you. Things like facial expressions that may scare people or seem avert, change of tone of voice. Sometimes people will interpret my facial problems as being upset, unwilling, but then these are characteristics that I'm working on, yet other issues that deal with my mobility and physical appearance. I'm asking the board trustee for a second chance. I know that you have already taken a decision, and I know I cannot force you to give me a second chance, but if you want, I know you could. I want to believe what Pastor Mike Tucker prayed in the board meeting back in February. I do remember he said that we are grateful for all the people in this meeting, the board meeting. He said we are grateful for the place where people's lives have changed because they have contact with this college, where people have come in contact with the ways to help them help others, where good decisions are made, that we only should depend on God guidance. I believe this is the place where we can get opportunity. A second chance. As a Christian man, I believe we all need help for other people. We need second chances. I still come with the capacity, knowledge, empathy, and compassion when making decisions in favor of my students, that is to teach and help my students succeed. I acknowledge I have made mistakes, but I know I can fix them and improve. I just need an opportunity. If it requires for me to be in disciplinary action for a period of time or any other restrictions that may apply, I will comply and most willing, but allow me to keep my job. The reason I did not let the college know about my medical illness was because I was afraid that I would get fired. That is what is happening right now. Just because I did not let you guys know about my health issue that prevented me to have a great 4-year. If I could go back, I would have said something to you. I also need this job to support my family of 6, my wife, myself, and my 4 kids. If I lose this job, I will not be able to provide for them things that they need. I will lose my home. When I was hired as a full-time instructor, I gave up every other job I had because I wanted to give my 100%
I'm so
to this
sorry.
country.
That's 2 minutes.
May I say the last paragraph?
We've already extended. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
I apologize. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm
During the
just
closed
making
session.
notes. And that was the only one, so we can adjourn to closed session. It is 5:07.
Who's back at the mic? Who's back there at the mic? Tim? When we come back in for the board, we need the blinds down because everybody looks, we can't see their faces
It's
out there
dark, yeah.
because of the glare. So thank you.
You can open it up.
sorry, I don't know if you can hear me.
Trustee Tarpley,
I'm here.
Trustee Brady,
Here.
Trustee Terrell,
Here.
Trustee Griffin,
Here.
Trustee Wood,
Oh, roll call is what I meant to say.
Trustee Reyes,
Here.
Superintendent President Dr. Walden.
Here.
And Pledge of Allegiance. Who should I pick? I pick Tim.
Left hand.
Right hand over your left heart.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I put him on the spot. It was my fault. And do we have a pastor today?
Pastor Dane
I thought I saw
Davis,
him.
thank you again.
Thank you very much for the honor of reading the invocation this evening. I hope that all the moms in the room had a wonderful Mother's Day last week. Go ahead, let's give those moms a hand. We've all heard the old Ben Franklin quote, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." Well, leading up to Mother's Day, I came across a well-known quote that I had never heard of. It's a bit of a proverb in Spanish circles. An ounce of mother is worth a pound of preacher.
Oh, I like it.
You don't have an ounce of mother giving an invocation tonight. You had to settle for the pound of preacher. So here we go.
That's funny.
In Proverbs chapter 1, Solomon writes these beautiful words. He says, "Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching." And then he goes on to say, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths." With that verse in mind, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Please bow your heads with me. Heavenly Father, we do thank you so much for this evening you've given us. Lord, we might think that our alarm clocks woke us up this morning, but we wouldn't have heard those alarm clocks unless you gave us hearing to allow us to hear them. And so, Lord, we thank you that you woke us up this morning, that you gave us these lives to live, that you blessed us, O God, with this community we live in. We thank you for Victor Valley College, O God, and the board that is here to make important decisions on behalf of the university. Lord, we just thank you so much that you've given us this honor and privilege, not just to live, but to serve. And so, Lord, we pray in the proceedings tonight that they would be honorable in your sight, that we would trust in you and not in our own understanding, that in all our ways we would acknowledge you and seek your honor and glory. We pray, O God, for all the decisions that will be made, that they truly will be a blessing and an honor to you. Give us wisdom, give us unity, and give us clear direction. In Jesus' name.
Amen. I think in the future we need prayer before closed session. Okay, and with that transition, closed session report out.
Good evening, trustees, members of the public. Wanted to do the report out from closed session this evening. The board convened at 5:07 p.m. All 5 board members were present. On item 2.1, conference with legal counsel, 2 threatened matters. No action was taken on that. On item 2.2, employee discipline dismissal release regarding employee 100751226. On that matter, the board was advised by attorney Kimberly Beatty of the McDougall-Bomer firm. And on a motion by President Tarpley, a second by trustee Terrell, the board moved to adopt the decision by the Office of Administrative Hearing Judge to non-renew the contract of probationary for faculty employee, denying tenure. That vote was 5-0. And on item 2.3, employee discipline dismissal release, that matter was not held as the employee elected to resign. The matter was taken off as moot. The board adjourned from closed session at 5:47 p.m. And that concludes the report out. Thank you.
Thank you. Announcement of items deleted or corrected from the agenda?
There are none.
None. And I'm going to read item 4, public comments related to non-agenda items. At this time, the Board of Trustees will listen to communication from the public on non-agendized items pertaining to college business. Each speaker is limited to one presentation per minute on non-agendized matters. Public comments are limited to 3 minutes per individual and a total of 15 minutes per topic. Speakers will be timed electronically, and all speakers will be called to approach the microphone at the appropriate time to speak. Only those who have been recognized by the board president will be permitted to speak. State law prohibits the board from addressing any issues not included on the agenda. Public comments related to non-agenda item, is discussion considered agenda or non-agenda?
It's not an action agenda item, so I think this is the place to have it.
This is the place. Okay, so I call Tate Daniel. And do you mind putting 3 minutes on the timer? Thank you. Yes.
Honorable trustees, I'm Dan Tate. I started the Don Feresi Charitable Foundation in 2005 when I asked the question of Don Feresi's friends at one of his wine and memorabilia auctions. I asked, why do we wait till a person like Don dies before we tell his family and his spouse what a good guy he was? Why can't we honor them while they're here? Why can't we acknowledge them and let them know that they made a difference? Since asking that question, the Don Feresi Charitable Foundation has raised and invested over $2 million in the local community. Mostly with our $4,000 scholarships to local students based upon their community and charitable service. Up until the death of his wife, Betty, wife of 64 years, Don leveraged his name at all times to benefit all of our communities and anybody who asked, mostly awarding 172 $4,000 scholarships to local students. In addition, we sponsored 13 veteran holiday tributes, honoring and serving over 1,000 attendees each year. We fulfilled the wish list of over 5,000 local kids working with the local schools, fulfilling their personal wish list with up to $150. We sponsored the Isaiah Roberts Memorial Service, honoring those who served at George Air Force Base, recognizing them for their service and their dedication. So who was Don Feresi? An undersized kid from Oakland, California, who in 1947 was acknowledged as the most valuable high school baseball player in the country. After serving 2 years in the Army, Don went on to play 9 years in the major leagues. Unfortunately, injuries prevented Don from reaching his potential, and many predictions of him being one of the greats. Retiring in 1963, Don joined a family business in Apple Valley, Hugo's and later Feresi's, helping establish a highly popular, significant landmark up until 1986. During this time, Don volunteered for anything, offered to help any group and anyone needing him. I met Don when I was coaching Little League, and because I wasn't a very good player, I used to go hire pros to come run my practice. So I offered Don to pay him, and he said, absolutely not. I do this for free because I love the kids. So Don came out and ran a practice right here at Victor Valley College, and I'm sorry to say I did not have a permit.
Illegal.
Anyways, he ran this 2-hour practice, signed 8x10
Pause
photographs.
just for a moment. I will entertain a motion to extend for 2 minutes
Second. A motion.
and voting or whatever. Yes, everybody? Okay. Go ahead. We're going to put 2 minutes, so just pause because it takes a second.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
In addition to his efforts with the Feresi Foundation, with his partner Jack Fales, Don and Jack sponsored and held 125 wine and memorabilia auctions, raising over $1 million for the local community and never taking a dime to do it. I understand that Victor Valley has many stories of those who came before us, who were instrumental in the heritage we enjoy today, whose shoulders we stand upon, binding us to a sense of belonging and history. Stories of those who made many contributions to others with no expectation of receiving anything in return. I also understand that there are only so many baseball fields to be named at Victor Valley College. Whether it's a generous sponsor paying for naming rights, or whether for any one of those many individuals who prepaid the price of those naming rights with their actions and contributions that don't have a price tag attached to them. Don Feresi is one of those contributors who have most certainly made a difference within our communities of the Victor Valley. In your consideration when naming the new baseball field at Victor Valley College, I respectfully ask the Board of Trustees that you consider among all other worthy names, the Don Feresi name that carries significant meaning and an anchor to where we have come from. I appreciate the time and opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if any of you want to know about Don Feresi, I brought books for you, and I printed up my speech.
Thank you. Board of Trustee goals. Let's start with, no, who's doing the goals? Let's
Trustee
start
Wood.
with Trustee Wood. Thank you, sorry.
All right, so my pet goal, if you will, is goal one. Not that we don't all support all the goals. Goal one is to provide sustained support for the associated student body to support their goals and objectives for the 25-26 school year. Those goals typically are to support success, safety, and pride at the Victor Valley College. This includes modernizing the student ID system to improve campus access and integration with college services, establishing a community garden to foster sustainability, wellness, and student engagement, creating outdoor study and wellness spaces with shaded structures and seating to support academic and mental well-being, enhancing restroom facilities to ensure cleanliness, accessibility, and the availability of essential personal care items for students. So during 23-24, the ASB established Goal 3, recognizing that health and wellness are essential to student success. The ASB Council would seek approval from the student body to recommend to the President, Superintendent, and the Board of Trustees the establishment of a student health center on campus. I received some information and some photographs that it would appear that
Happened yesterday.
that goal is all the way complete, or
All
is it
complete.
They had a
all
ribbon cutting
complete,
yesterday.
or it's
Complete.
complete
Oh my
as of
gosh,
yesterday?
it's complete,
right?
Brandon.
All right. All right. I saw some photos, but sometimes you get a photo of the building and it's maybe
They had a
still-
ribbon cutting yesterday.
Right, but okay, it's complete.
Moving along, sir.
Good, moving along. We are proud to report this goal is fulfilled. Should have
We
kept
need to
reading.
sharpen those.
The Student Care and Wellness Center now provides students with accessible on-campus health and wellness services at no cost. Services available to students include free health screenings, wellness resources, mental health assessments and evaluation, psycho-educational workshops, and educational support services. In addition, students may access a wide variety of counseling services, including individual counseling, family counseling, parent and co-parenting counseling, child counseling, and relationship counseling. So, in support of Goal 1, which is in support of the ASB goals, congratulations, Robert Sewell and ASB Advisor Isabel, for a job well done.
And BBC students. Does that conclude your report?
That's a pretty good report.
Okay.
It was a little long, I think.
7-1, individual board of trustee reports. We'll start with you, sir.
All right, since the last board meeting, I had the opportunity to meet with the California Workforce Development Board here at the college, and also gave a tour of the High Desert Training Center out at Southern California Logistics Airport. I had an interesting tour that I provided at the plant to the Retired Old Men Eating Out group called the Romeo Group. Yeah, Smitty was actually part of that.
Guess I should get the number.
Is there an
No, it said retired.
Well, I will say
Calm
that they were challenged getting in and out of the company van. That's how retired they were, Dan. I also had the opportunity to sit on the annual Perkins Advisory for the Mountain Desert Career Pathways, which leads to a lot of the career technical education programs that the local K through 12 programs have. I then sat on an interview with the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools on industry and school relationships and collaboration. I had the opportunity to give Victor Valley High School CTE program a tour of the plant. For that one, we actually were able to do a small blast, so they got to see that.
Oh, cool.
Attended a couple of fundraisers, one for Hesperia High School football and another one for the annual Apple Valley High School fundraiser, and met with the chamber at their monthly Valley Morning Insight.
Thank you. We'll go down to this end. Brandon?
Well, I will keep it short. I've been working with members of VVC in association with Barstow Community College to set up the same type of at-risk youth educational program with Barstow that we've set up here at VVC, and we are still working on that collaborative project, but no good news of finality yet.
Okay. Haley, would you like to?
Hello, everyone. So as you heard from Trustee Wood, we had the ribbon cutting for the Student Health Center, and I just want to talk about what the experience was like for a little bit. So the conversation for the Student Health Center started pre-COVID from the Associated Student Body, but the action didn't start coming into plan until about 3 years ago. I was just a senator at that time, but being able to see this goal grow into something becoming reality is amazing, and I got to do my ribbon cutting, which is on my long list of goals of VVC, my personal
Oh my
goals.
gosh.
There's like 3 more left on that list, so we'll see if they ever happen.
We need to have a conversation about that list.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll show it to
We'll
you.
make it happen.
And then I also want to say Ram Rush was a success, but I know Foundation is here, so they'll probably tell us a little bit about it. But I just want to give a shout out to them and everyone who partnered with Ram Rush. Chris Nunez and Andrew Caravello were amazing at emceeing, and it was actually my dream to see them MC together. So it was really funny because I knew the energies would match. What's been happening this week as well has been grad fair. So students are able to come get their graduation tickets and their caps and gowns. We have nearly 500 students that have picked those up right now.
Wow.
And we still have like 30 more days, so. And then I do want to say that next month is my last board meeting. So if you're
Stop
here
bringing it
tonight,
up.
please come next month so I can hug you all. And then, because I don't want to have you guys wait, I guess I will tell you where I am transferring. I will be going to UC Merced. Woo!
All right. Congratulations.
So I'll be pursuing my bachelor's in communication and media. I've already applied for their honors program. They have a UCDC internship where I can intern with like ABC News, National Geographic, or any other places. And I've also aligned their schedules. VVC ASB goes the same time as the internship in spring. So I'm trying to get there so I can like wave to them.
Very cool.
But yeah. Thank you.
Very proud of you. Dr. G?
Hey, May 1st through the 3rd, I had the pleasure of attending a conference down in Newport Beach, as well as Board President Tarpley, President Walden, and Trustee Brady. It was a really, really nice conference on effective trainee board trains. What is it? Board trusteeship. Yeah. And so this is my second time attending one of these this year. And I would have to say that, initially I was wondering what I would learn there, but, every time we go over the board or the Brown Act, I always learn a whole lot more. So I walked away with enhanced learning. One of my major takeaways was one of the breakout sessions that dealt with AI. And so what they were highlighting is that AI is here to stay. AI should not be viewed as a tool, rather it should be viewed as infrastructure. And it really should. And they went on to say that, a district would really do itself a huge favor to ensure that they are espousing professional development with teachers and staff, making sure that they are assessing students differently, and just making sure that everybody understands that AI is going to be with us for a while. One of the teachers, I think she was a professor, or maybe she was a college president, that was on the panel. She talked about having given students a challenge at her school, and they were supposed to give some way that AI could enhance the world. And she said one of her students really exceeded her expectations because she did a project. And this was a student whose family had suffered from cancer. Someone in the family suffered from cancer. And she did a project that illustrated how AI can enhance like diagnosing cancer early. I can't remember exactly all the details of it, but it was really, really effective. And so, yeah, AI is here, and it's not going anyplace, and we need to make sure that staffs are trained and making sure that we are on top of things with AI, with our students. And that's my report.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sorry.
Joseph W. Brady.
Thanks. To extend off of what Dr. Griffin just said, of all the conferences I think I've gone to, one, the hotel was probably the best service I think we've gotten. The person at the league, Jimmy, I can't pronounce his last name. He's really done a great job. Huh?
Larry Galizio.
No. I'm talking about Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
The
He's
guy
the,
that does that. But
does
on
the audio and stuff?
yeah, the networking was great. Doc, I'm glad you were there. Two funny things happened. You know you've been around a long time. When you're in having breakfast, and Larry, the president of the league, comes and sits down at the table. I don't have a name tag on. And he said, "Joe, good morning. How are you doing?" I go, whoa. After 15 years, you kind of get. And we got talking about the league and how good they've done. And he said, "Joe, we are hearing a lot everywhere about a guy by the name of Dr. Daniel Walden."
What?
So
Who's
he's
that?
really, really, really proud of what you're doing. He said he hears your name in lots of conversations. Then a funny thing happened at one of those networking deals where this gentleman from the College of the Desert walks up to me, and my name tag, because I knew where it was flipped. And he walks over and he goes, "Trustee Brady, my name's Trustee Mark Kelly, and I'm with College of the Desert. And what do I need to do to come up and see your automotive program?" Wow, talking about, hey, so we've connected him with Mr. Lee Bennett there. They emailed back and forth, and he's coming up hopefully sometime next week. That's what makes you feel real good. I mean, that's when the networking really goes well. I just want to make a comment. It come out of my report for this book that came out. I read it on a cruise ship recently, Dan. It was exceptional. I never knew. I wish I knew more. He just did a great job. I do want to congratulate Artie, our athletic director, and our golf coach. I used to be a pretty avid golfer at one time. Been known to, at one time, made some pretty good money. You got a great golf team, and my former next door neighbor's brother, I guess, led the state, Brady McComb. So I'd like to make a suggestion to the board that next month we have them in here. I'm sure that Trustee Terrell would help support having them in here because they've done so well. St. Mary's Gala was in this room a couple weeks ago, and there's somebody here tonight that made a comment to me in an email. I mean, the room was absolutely gorgeous. The foundation did a great job in preparing it. And I was going back and forth with somebody over an email, and the person said to me, I felt a lot of love that night in the room, and there was. And at that time, that person said, I needed that love, and you could feel it. So, I'm so proud when you come to these events, and everybody's dressed up, and the cocktails are out in front, and everybody had a great time. So that person is here, and I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that comment. I'm going through my checklist here. Let me see here. My last thing is I want to report on the Spring Valley Lake fight that went on. The results came in, and it was a pretty decisive win by the blue group. Vicky Fitch set a record with 669 votes. Rhonda Leon came in third. Danny came in second. So all four got in. They immediately called an emergency board meeting. They've made some major changes so far. I'm just going to put this on the record because they have put it on the record at Spring Valley Lake. They did put the general manager and the director of maintenance on an interim administrative leave, paid administrative leave. So they're making serious changes. I support those changes, and I'm glad that we were able to get through that issue this last month. But the people in Spring Valley clearly spoke on what they wanted, and I'm glad we had a kind of an interesting dialogue from a distance down in Palm Desert that night. That pretty much concludes my comments.
Does it conclude our conversation about Spring Valley? No? No? Okay.
You know what?
Just checking.
As I've said, I think next year I'm going to suggest if I'm reelected, I think the board needs to really sit down and have a discussion. I know that Vicky has said to me clearly 2 weeks ago. She said, Joe, I think it's really important that what she had said before about having a relationship with us actually it is one.
The relationship is fine. The
Yeah.
fighting and
Oh,
the
no,
back and forth is not, and
no.
it takes up too much of our student time. So that I would just like to
I
go
would-
on the record with.
President Tarpley, I would tell you, I was right in the middle of it. And, kids will be kids, and, we got people in there that just, it is
Kids.
what it is. Yeah,
That's a stretch, but
so
okay.
Facebook's gotten quiet lately.
Okay, so my report is that I attended was it called Ramrush? I thought it was Thrive to Drive.
Ramrush.
Oh, the Ramrush was the finale of the Thrive to Drive. So I went there in the very hurricane-like winds. Congratulations for you guys managing to give away so many prizes in said wind. It was super fun. The truck giveaway was quite the scene. It was really, really awesome. And the kid that won, Kyle, was probably the happiest dude I've ever seen in my entire life. He was the perfect VVC ambassador. Chris and Andrew AC did a great job hosting, and it was a really good time despite the wind. So thank you for having me. And then I attended the trustee workshop in Newport. It was very gloomy and gray. I think we only had one day of some sun, which was okay. I mean, you're in a conference anyway, so what does it matter? But really great conversations. Went to that AI general session, and then also attended what I thought was going to be something a little different. It was about protecting your campus in the event of an ICE raid, but it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. It was more a particular college that had ICE setting up, like whatever that's called when they set up to go somewhere. They didn't actually go on the campus, they were just using the parking lot. So it was an interesting conversation.
It was
Interesting
Santa Barbara
conversation.
City College, and I thought it was just full of nothing but drama.
Well, it was an interesting conversation nonetheless. But yeah, so there were some really good controversial topics, as well as just trustee business Brown Act and those kinds of things. So really, really always such a learning thing. It's my turn.
When you're done.
Yes, what do you need to say?
One thing that came out that I
Never.
think should be concerning for all of us is our reserves. And Dr. Walton, I'm sure we'll talk about later, but that's one topic that it looks like you've got a group that wants to get into our reserves and reduce them pretty significantly. I guess there's going to be a big audit, but that's
Okay,
something that really bothered me.
Moving on, thank you so much. We have a special presentation. Do I announce it or do you announce it? I forget the rules.
Yes, I believe Andrew is going to do this.
Andrew's going to do this. AC, DJ AC. Ooh, push the button. Did it light up?
It's not like, oh,
There you
stereo.
go.
Okay. Oh, I have to touch this? Harmony's going to stand here with me because you have the unfortunate privilege of seeing my beautiful face tonight because this whole Fame Festival was her idea. So, yeah. So now we go to the recap. So these are highlights from what we called Fame 2026, the Fine Arts, Animation, and Music Experience hosted here at VVC. Now, this event celebrated creative achievement while highlighting career pathways and community impact in the arts. Fame brought together students, educators, industry professionals, and community members for a full day of creative exploration. And I'll briefly cover the attendance, programming, and impact. So Fame exceeded our expectations. We had over 200 registered participants and over 300 total people that engaged throughout the entire day. It included over 400 VVC students, over 64 high school students that got to come, and nearly 100 just walk-in attendees, which was pretty cool. We also welcomed 50 faculty members and community partners here in the high desert. Now, these numbers showed strong interest not only from VVC students, but from K-12 and the wider high desert community. So, our full day of programming overview, it ran from morning through mid-afternoon across multiple campus locations, I think 4 in total, upper campus and lower campus combined. The day began with career panels, which were extremely popular in the PAC, focused on music, animation, and creative industries. Midday featured a resource and career fair, followed by hands-on workshops in music, animation, painting, stitching, and even screenwriting. Throughout the day, we hosted live performances and a student film showcase even that activated the entire campus. The flexible design of how we created the Fame Festival allowed participants to customize their experience. And actually, Tim has a brief recap video we want to show you really quick. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. So the career panels were a key success for this specific event, especially for the K-12 pipeline for students who attended in full groups. Industry professionals shared real-world pathways into music, animation, and fine arts careers. Students reported strong enthusiasm about having high-level industry access directly on campus. These panels reinforced VVC's roles in creative workforce development and post-secondary prep. I briefly want to highlight the kid there with his hands folded in the brown overalls. He was really excited to meet my good friend Damon Sharp with the peace sign. Damon's career spans over 25 years. He's what you call one of the architects of pop music in the last 25 years. His career started from Love Don't Cost a Thing with Jennifer Lopez. He wrote and produced that song, to Ariana Grande, Big Time Rush, Pitbull. He's worked with them all. He's Grammy Award winning. He's streamed billions of records. And this kid, who was 17 years old, asked him during the Q&A, he's 17 years old, he's about to graduate high school. And as educators, this was kind of eye-opening. He asked him, is it too late for him to get started in the career path that he wants to go through? And 17. And Damon said it's never too late. And he did talk to him a little bit about it. And I had asked Damon in front of everybody, Damon, how old were you when you got started in your boy band? Because that's how we all get started. And Damon said, I was 16. And I just tapped the kid on the shoulder and I said, you're fine. You're fine. You'll be okay. But it was eye-opening to think at 17 years old, you're 17 and mentally you're going on 47, right? So it's really interesting that the times we live in, young people think 17 is too late. So I found that kind of interesting, kind of sad, but kind of interesting to see that with today's youth. So he was very thankful for being a part of the music festival and being able to come out to it. So it made a difference, which was really cool. Let's see, Creative Showcase? Yeah, okay. Students were centered throughout the day with 5 original student films and 8 live performances. The film showcase included a faculty-led Q&A, helping students gain confidence, presenting their work publicly. Live music and dance performances created a festival atmosphere, connecting campus spaces and keeping energy high. Altogether, students shared 22 minutes of original content, gaining real experience and visibility for the creative work, and the platform emphasized student voice, peer learning, and community engagement. And overall, FAME 2026 demonstrated how the arts can connect education, industry, and community while positioning VVC as a hub for creative career exploration. As somebody who grew up in the arts personally, I feel like there's a disconnect as time goes on in arts education, and having this particular new type of festival here at the college and just kind of reflecting on it, we have the capability of kind of resculpting what that narrative looks like moving forward with arts education. So this was really exciting for Felicia, myself, and working with Harmony from the students' perspective to kind of put this whole thing on. And we're already starting to work on what it looks like for next year. So, and that's the presentation.
Beautiful. So I had a lot of feedback from the community, and they respectfully request time after working hours.
Time after working hours?
Yeah, because then they don't have to take a day off from work to leave their jobs or classes.
This event meant a lot to me, especially as an art student myself, growing up in the arts. So being able to put on an event like this, not only for myself, but especially for the students and the high desert community up here.
Yes.
I think it's very impactful. I think it helps the students a lot. And I hope this is something that we can definitely do next year, even though I am graduating and moving on from VVC. But this is an event that I feel like could definitely go on to be even better with time. So thank you all for your support. I appreciate it. And I hope this is something we can do again. So thank you.
Agreed. And congratulations. That's what you're supposed to do.
Can I say something?
Sure.
All right, so I'm going to talk a little about Harmony real quick. Harmony is the
Ooh,
ASB
don't
Fine
leave.
Arts Senator, and she is actually transferring to Cal State LA for their film program. And so, yes, this event means a lot to her because she is a representation of what it means for students to get involved in the art industry like this, and she's going to do big things. So
Yeah, she
that's
is.
that's our future star right there.
She'll be on the panel in the future.
Thank you.
Okay, Eric, we're ready. Facilities report.
Thank you, Dr. Walden, Board of Trustees. I'd like to invite Dr. Richard Radcliffe to come up, and we're going to share about one of the facilities updates in his programs.
Evening, Dr. Walden, trustees, student trustee Reyes. Thank you very much for the opportunity to come up and slightly hijack the facilities report. And I wanted to take this opportunity because we have someone very, very special here who has just completed a major project for a program in my area, and they wanted an opportunity to say thank you because they really feel the support from the district and especially from the person that's taken the time to coordinate all this. Morley Davis, would you come up to the podium, please? Students, come on up, please. So this is Jean Lazan, and she is our faculty member.
How long have you known me? Zane.
Lazane. I'm terribly sorry. This is Jean Lazane, and she's our faculty member, one of two that teach the quilting program, and I'll let her continue with the presentation.
Thank you to the board and to the administration. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and when I started out, I said we're the best kept secret on the VVC campus. Last year I said we're possibly the best kept secret on the VVC campus, but I think we're coming into our own. We were smooshed into a cracker box portable down on in the lower portables, and it was cozy. Just we'll leave it at that. And we have been asking for more space for years, and space is a premium, and we understood that. And then all of a sudden, Morley started showing up in our classroom. And he's just kind of walking around with a measuring tape, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he'd kind of wink and he'd say, "I'm collecting information." So we weren't supposed to know what was going on. Well, when the cat finally got out of the bag, this man was as excited as we students were, because he went through and told us, you know, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and darned if he pulled it off. We have just moved into a double portable, and I teach all day on Tuesday, and just today I can think of 5 different people, and there have been more, I'm sure, but have said, "Oh, I love this room. I love that we can walk between the tables. We don't bump into people," and on and on. And I would invite you to come down and take a look at what we're doing in this classroom that you have supported us and provided for us. We are building our home ec program, and that is taking on all kinds of new adventures that will be coming forth in the future. But anyway, we would like to present this quilt to Morley because he is our man.
He's our man. Oh, it's gorgeous.
I know he's retiring, and we're all sad to see him go. But we'd like to thank him for all of the work that he's done for all, I don't even know, how many years have you been around?
Too long.
Too long. That's a politically correct answer. But especially for the lead that he took and the enthusiasm that he showed as he prepared this classroom. I mean, it is awesome, and that's a word I hear every time I come in the door. I've got some of my students I let out of class. We're going back to class in just a few minutes, but I let them out to come because they're the ones that are thrilled to death with our new facility. And again, I'd like to invite any of you that would like to come see how we're doing down there. It's really incredible, and we're not right next to the Pepsi machine anymore. Okay, I gotta have a picture.
Hey, Morley.
Tiny.
It's a little hard to not get choked up when that unfolds, huh? I saw your face. You guys all teased me when I saw mine, but it's beautiful.
You're tall much.
Over here. Oh, get over there like you like him. Come on.
Oh.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and then let's get Richard in there just because. 1, 2,
I was gonna say, lower this down.
there we go. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3.
That's okay. Thank you.
Just want to, Morley is not retiring. We won't let him quite yet.
Oh,
So.
I was a little surprised.
I was hoping you would correct that, so. But don't take his quilt back.
In the
Go ahead and
meantime,
have the quilt.
can we have campus police round up all these kids? They're ditching class. All these class ditchers.
All right, the foundation.
Good evening, everyone.
I thought it was going to be Casey because you were hiding behind her.
Yeah, you couldn't see me.
I am pleased to report that, and I'm so glad you're here, Carmen. I'm so pleased to report out that we worked with the nursing department to help them celebrate 50 years of the wonderful nursing program we have. It was held here at the Event Center, and she was on our committee along with our former Dean of Nursing, Dr. Pat Luther, and former faculty and teachers who are so passionate about the program. They had people flying in from all over the country to attend this evening here in the Event Center. They were so impressed, they created memories, and it was just a fantastic evening. We were so proud to partner with them. Then I do want to talk about, you're correct, Ram Rush, the finale of Thrive to Drive, our first program. So I do have a video, surprise, surprise, that I'd like to share with you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ram Rush! Over 1,000 students qualified to be here today and receive prizes. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. Later today, we're going to select 5 of you from the stands to come down here and be one of our finalists.
For every student that did this outside of what was required of you, you're showing what Victor Valley College is all about. And you are the real winners.
It's about 600 of you qualified to win this Ram truck. Let's count them down. Drum roll, please. 3, 2, 1. Push it. We have a winner!
Grandma, I just won a Dodge Ram!
The best part of it was somebody asked him, "Where are you going to go?" Like that old, "I'm going to Disneyland." "I'm going to Fullerton."
I did ask him to join us this evening to share his comments. However, he was at work and unable to. He does nighttime custodial duty at Hesperia Unified School District.
Oh, nice.
So he could not be here, but I'd like to share with you his comments about VVC. The VVC Foundation has been a crucial contributor to my success and motivation in my college journey. Through the workshops they provide, the scholarship funds they put together for the students, and the wonderful opportunities and experiences they have given me, I was initially hesitant when going into college. I didn't want to end up with a bunch of debt and for a degree I was unsure about. Now, with all the support and recourses I've been given here at VVC, I am proud to say that I'm graduating with my associate's degree in business administration and will be transferring to Cal State Fullerton this fall semester to eventually achieve my goals of becoming an accountant. My time here at Victor Valley College has given me the confidence I needed to work towards my goals and give me a chance to be what I truly want to be.
I want to add just a little bit to his background. It's just been a little over 2 years ago or so that he stumbled into one of our engagement centers. He said, I'm taking one class, but I don't think I can make it here. And our engagement center staff and leaders picked this up and they helped him. They connected him with the foundation. They got him on track. They got him to start going full time. And in just this short period of 2 years, he is now graduating and won this truck. And that's why he was going to Fullerton. He didn't have a way to get there.
It's perfect.
To Cal State Fullerton. So this is just a great story of our caring campus that reaches out to a student who's struggling, who probably would have stopped out and gone on his way in life, but we were able to pull him in. And I just think there's a lot of stories out there like that, and I love this when I hear this, and this is an awesome thing. So couldn't be better.
Yeah, awesome. I'd also like to acknowledge the ambassadors and the ASB who were there. They brought the energy, the spirit. They were encouraging everyone throughout the whole event. We couldn't have done it without him. We worked very closely with Andrew Caravella on our committee. And as you said, Andrew and Chris did a great job in seeing the event. It's just going to get better and better. So
next year we're going to probably tie this into the day that we have you know, when you're prepping for final of the study-a-thon, it's like the first week in June, and the study-a-thon ends at 3, and usually brings, 1,000, 1,500 students? And the other thing we would do is offer free food and encourage all board members to be in attendance and completely fill that side of the stand with 2,500 students as this thing picks up momentum, and next year just blow it out. You know, they gave away, so you know, this couldn't happen without the foundation because you can't give a gift of public funds. So the foundations work with the community and Victorville Motors. We want to thank them for that truck. And now other dealerships are even wanting to get in on it.
Oh, we'll take more. Thank
And
you.
So the thing is that they raised money. They gave away over $10,000 worth of gifts. 100 gifts were given out in this, or prizes were given out during this. So it was a 2-hour ceremony, and it started, and just this constantly just watching these people run up there, and then she showed a picture of them, but you didn't show what was happening. Another one, the one that got the third highest points got a $500 check from the foundation. The one with the second highest points got $1,000, and the highest point getter, because students collect points as they go to events and stuff throughout the year, got $1,500 check. And that was just like the next, right? So that was like the culminating thing leading to the truck. Just a fantastic event. So we will get you the date ahead of time, and I hope that every trustee will come and be there with us. And we're going to, I don't know, I got still to take this to cabinet, but I think we're going to shut down the offices and get the employees to come and be part of this, because we could start it at 4 o'clock and you know, get as many people there in there a day, and they can stay longer. Free food they might, and to just be part of this event. So we're going to work all that out later, but those are some of the ideas we're talking about, because this is just too good to let just 200 or 300 people be part of. So we got to make it a big thing.
And another funny story, there was a student that won a giant TV, and he just put it on his shoulder and walked. He
ran up the stairs.
Yeah, it was
yes.
so funny.
Yeah.
Very strong.
The foundation was also pleased to be able to provide the sales tax and registration and licensing for the student. We were not expecting the student to have to pick that up. That's too much.
That was magic. That was pure magic that day.
If you want to hear more about Kyle's story, visit our Ramplify podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast apps. I believe it's out now, right, Andrew? Oh, it's not published yet, but it's coming next week, he said. But it's a great story. We also gave him a little Converse shoe because his favorite color is green, and you've heard the key to success is to converse, and he wears it every day now.
So tune in.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, ASB goals.
All right, I have a presentation for you guys, so I'm going to invite ASB to come up with me because I don't want to be alone. This is on, right? All right. Right. So as you know, every year for the past at least 3 years that I know of, we do our presentations on what our ASAC of trip of Washington, D.C. is, but we also do a presentation on our trip to the Student Senate for California Community Colleges General Assembly, where we do our resolutions. This year, General Assembly was March 27th through the 29th, held in San Francisco, California. And the theme was Our Future, Our Voice. Next slide, please, Tim. So this is our team. We drove there, so we obviously had to stop for dinner, and we got Canes. Shout out to Canes for being sponsored for Rams Report. So as you can see, we had a team full of girls. So we all sat together, and then we took a lovely picture of our advisor and mentor from a distance. And so that's our team. Next slide, please.
Made them sit at the kids' table?
Yes. Yeah, they could have. We've been really cozy with each other, but these are our VVC ASB resolutions. And before I start, I love that you guys were talking about AI because there is a resolution on that. So the 4 resolutions we put forth was calling for the implementation of statewide AI detection guidelines in the California community college system. The second was open studio time for art majors to study. The third was emotional support animals ESA on campus. And the fourth one is emergency button and protocol on community college's student app. Next slide, please. So I'm gonna just summarize these if you want.
Great idea.
But basically, this was a resolution I came up with last year. If you weren't here, basically it started with students coming to us for them being flagged by AI, for using AI in the work when they weren't using it at all. And so what I did and another former senator did is they wrote something in their own words, put it through AI detection software. It came back as AI. I wrote something personal. It came back as human. And then I asked ChatGPT to write something that wouldn't be detected by AI detection software, and that came back as human as well. So we looked into it and researched and even Turnitin, which is embedded into our Canvas, came back with a false positive rate more than 1%. So that means a lot of students may get flagged for AI when they may not be using it, and that is very common for our non-native English speakers and writers, those with disabilities, or other marginalized students. So last year we asked for them to create guidelines for the use of AI detection software because there was growing concern. And then this year I set it up that it is now becoming an equity issue, and that we need to be there for our students and make sure that they have an equal opportunity in their education, just the same as everyone else. And I will ask Tim to go next slide so we can read the resolve. So what my ask was is that the SSCCC advocate that AI detection results shall not be used as sole evidence of academic dishonesty, and that any cases should include human review and transparent processes that protect student rights to a fair and equitable education, particularly for multilingual learners, students with disabilities, and other marginalized students. And the vote for that is... So it was pulled from consent, which is scary because it was the first resolution on the floor for the whole entire event. But as we go up there ends up being no one going up for debate. And I was like, why would you do this to my anxiety? But we did get 74 in affirmative and 2 in the negative. So the resolution passed. And as you can see, this is our bathroom selfie. Next slide, please. All right, open studio time. Basically, art programs are available at most California community colleges. Students are required to have study time and homework time per credit hour, and sometimes there's not spaces for art students to study. So therefore, the result is the Student Senate for California community colleges to advocate for studio time to be offered to students taking art classes outside of class time. And the vote for that was, it was also pulled from consent, which was strange, but there was still no debate. So we're like, why are we pulling resolutions for no reason? But this one was unanimous consent, which was also very strange why it was pulled from consent in the first place. And then, oh, how was it done? Thank you. This is our selfie, because Harmony and Rachel actually went up to defend a resolution that wasn't ours, but was very impactful because they were asking that the minimum requirement for federal work study be 20 hours. And a lot of students can't do that based on school and home life and everything else. So they wanted to say, hey, that's not like accessible for us students that have all of that, like making that the minimum just doesn't work. So that's them. We went up to support them. All right, next slide. So emotional support animals on campus. As you know, service animals are a big thing. Emotional support animals also helps those with anxiety, depression, any other mental health. I do want to give a shout out to our student advocate, Deanne Fulton, for putting this forward. This was an amazing resolution and definitely beneficial for our students. Before we get to the vote, I just want to say she went up there. She like fought hard, and I was so proud of her. We all stood up there, and it was amazing because even at the end, someone lifted up their own service animal in support of it.
What kind of service animal?
It was a dog.
Okay.
There was also a cat there.
Yeah, there's cats.
I would die.
But it was just amazing, and I was so proud of her for doing that because it's not easy to get up and speak in front of hundreds of people. Even I've done it multiple times, and I still like panic. I'm still shaking up here, and it's like I'm used to this environment. So I'm just proud of her and the dedication she does, and we're going to continue supporting her through this. So, all right, next slide. The resolve was just to ask the California Community College Board of Governors for the revisement of the policy pertaining to service animals to include emotional support animals. And the vote, it did not pass, unfortunately, and there was a lot of debate on it. However, it doesn't mean it's the end of the resolution. It means we have to work and find more research and everything so that we can bring it again next year and pass it down on to our next council members. And I will say I did find some research from UC Merced. They allow ESA, so I sent that right away when I found that. All right, next slide. And then emergency button protocol, public safety is vital for our students to feel safe. Having this on like our VVC mobile app or another app in its own, where students can just click it and police will automatically know where you are. Like as you know, there's the emergency buttons around campus, but say you don't want to call campus police or anything because someone's following you. You don't want them to know like, oh, I'm calling campus police on you. That means they're going to attack you right now. Like that's their chance to finally do something. That way a student can just say, press discreetly, campus police shows up, they don't know how, they're like, oh, I didn't see them make a phone call or anything, but they have that available for them to feel safe. So next slide, please. And so that's just asking the California Community College Chancellor's Office that a student safety application be created for all California Community College campuses. Next slide, please. And it was also pulled from consent. There was debate, but we did get 49 in affirmative and 4 in the negative. And I do want to shout out another student that's not here tonight, Alexis Marino. In the beginning of the conference, she's like, Haley, I don't want to talk at all during this conference. She's like, don't make me go up to the microphone and speak in front of all these people. I was like, it's okay. I'm not going to push you. But she got up and she still spoke. I just supported her. She on her own chose to go up there, and I supported her, and she told her story of experiences with campus safety and everything, and I was so proud of her. Although her time was cut off in like the middle of it because they can only allow you a certain amount of time, she still did great, and obviously her story made an impact with being 49 and affirmative, so I am proud of her. And that's also our Region 9 photo. All right, next slide, please. Also, food. Who doesn't like talking about that? So the first night we went to Benihana's, and I sang Robert's birthday in question mark because every conference we go to, he likes to say it's someone's birthday when it's not. So we did it to him this time. And then as you could see in the corner, that cup of iced tea, when I wasn't looking, he put his candle in my iced tea when I wasn't done with it. And I've been salty about it ever since. And then we also went to a cafe. As you can see the little flower in the corner. That was Harmony's food. It was very fancy.
Very fancy.
Yeah. And then we also gave each other nicknames. So if you look at the Benihana photo to your left, we call her Stabs. You'll see why in a second. And then you have Tim, who is Bonbon. You have above him Alexis, who is Tall Baby. You have next to her on our right is Melissa, but her name was I don't know. Because I had to pick her nickname and I wasn't sure what to pick. And I was like, I don't know. And then they just kind of stuck with it. And then you have Deanne, who is Rockstar. You have me, who is nicknamed Meatloaf. I still don't know why, but I didn't question it. And then you have Harmony, who is Spoon-Fed. And then you have Robert, who's Papa Smurf.
What's Robert?
Papa Smurf.
Well, that's at this one. You know, at the
Yeah.
other one, he's grandma.
Yeah, traditionally he's grandma.
Cute.
And then Tim is traditionally grandpa. But yeah, that's our thing. And then we tried taco lattes, which is a Taco Bell exclusive at Salt and Straw. And the sauces were very strange, so I just had to include that. If you ever want to try it, go for it. It's an experience. All right, next slide, please. And so these honorable mentions, if you look to the right, you'll see Stabs. That is how she got her nickname. We were joking around at the table, and this photo is staged. But it was very funny, and that's how she got that. And then we met some more student friends during this conference. As you can see, they have ring power. Yeah, they're twinsing. All right, next slide, please. And then I love VBC. I had to make some artwork with some business cards because it's all I had. But as you can see in this picture is Valerie Pamphile, the student trustee at Barstow Community College. She did get an award that night that she mentioned she was getting at the joint board meeting. But she is also the official vice president of regional affairs for the entire student senate for California Community Colleges board. So she's doing big things up there, and she's moved up even more, and I am very proud of her. And we also gave her a little VBC jacket, and we do have some pictures of her just running to the jacket because she was so excited. But yeah, that is our presentation.
Thank
if any
you.
of you want to say something.
Hi. First off, once again, it's such an honor to be able to do these kind of things. We get told about these experiences from the other council members and stuff, but to experience for the first time yourself is just breathtaking at times. And when they say everyone looks at BBC, you guys, everyone looks at BBC for strong reasons. We are so much more further ahead than a lot of colleges, and I, for one, am just honored to be a part of it. So thank you guys very much.
All right, I have a few comments. The first one, I'm going to defer to Stephanie because she knows more about this than I do. I would confuse you.
Turn your mic on.
I already took care of most
Everybody
of it.
listen.
Just to let everybody know, we're switching over to a different platform, so you will see a different screen next month. It will no longer be the Board Docs platform. And so I spoke with all the trustees earlier, kind of informed them that they're going to be getting an email, and we're going to go ahead and work through that. I'll text them, but for the whole campus, it's getting switched over. So tomorrow, an email will be coming out, and you will. It's just going to be a little bit different next month. So patience would be grateful.
Everybody thank Stephanie and Haley.
All right, I want to say that we just received last week an invitation from the statewide Student Success Conference, which is held in, I believe, November. And they asked for Victor Valley College to come and present to the statewide attendees our work with the African American Black students, because they understand that we have made some real strides, and that they would like to hear at the state level about the kind of things that we're doing for that population. So I thought that is a real honor, and I'm real excited that we can go and do that this November. Also, I would like to announce that Victor Valley College, in addition to the fact that the last 4 years has improved and grown its student head count, unduplicated annual head count, by 78%, that this year, 26 year, and this is hot off the press, only a couple of people know about this, we have grown another 11.5% this year.
That's cool.
Which means that many more students come and get a chance to be successful, get a chance to graduate, get a chance for their life to be changed like Kyle's. They got that truck. If they don't come, then they're not going to get the opportunity. But the fact that they're here and coming by greater numbers, and listen, the population up here, when I was recruited for this job, they announced it was an area of about 420,000 people. I haven't seen any data that it is much bigger than that now. People tell me as I travel around the state, oh, you must be growing because everybody's moving up there from LA. And I'm like, there's no place for them to live. I mean, there's very little housing here, and that's not the case. But what is the case is the campus has changed how the community sees it. Because this community sees this college as better than they've ever seen it, and students who want to come here, they want to come because they feel cared for. Somebody answers the phone, they get their issue resolved. They have the engagement centers that saw over 22,000 visits this last year, so far in the 25-26 year. And that means students getting that one-on-one help and being case managed. And so the other thing that I'm very pleased to announce is that this year's graduation, we are graduating 22% more students than we did last year. And last year was the highest in the history of the college. And this year, 22% higher number of graduates getting an AA degree. That doesn't count certificates. This is just AA or AS degrees. So Victor Valley College is the place to be. That concludes my report.
Wow. So we will need the dealerships to give us more vehicles to give to all of those students. Bigger population, more trucks. Okay, reports. Academic Senate.
On April 24th, Dr. Tarango allowed the Academic Senate to kind of take over the department chair meeting, and we invited the statewide Academic Senate, CJ Howerton and Bethany Tasaka, to come in and do a hour-long presentation on participatory governance and how the Academic Senate fits into that, how participatory governance comes pathway to decision-making in the greater campus in College Council. And it was a lot to it, and I think it was a really great presentation. We opened it up, obviously, after all the chairs. We opened up to the entire campus. We had staff, we had managers, we had students, and it was a great opportunity because it seems like there's a point at which you get in your career where you don't want to ask that question anymore because you're like, I've been here too long, I should probably know that. And so it was good for a lot of people to be in the room who are a part of this, but maybe didn't necessarily know where they fit into it. So it was a great opportunity. The Board of Trustees is always invited to that. I think we're going to make this an annual event to have the Senate come because we do have so many new faculty and staff. We're hiring all the time. I think it's important for everybody to know it. It's not just a one and done because everyone needs to know this. And laws change, things change, our governance changes. It's never stagnant. So next year when we do that, I would encourage, if you can, board members to come. It's a great opportunity to hear how our campus works, but also kind of get a compare and contrast to statewide, how other colleges operate too. It's amazing sometimes to see how good we actually have it here and how well things actually operate. You have a tendency in your own house to take things for granted sometimes, and it's good to step out and look around and go, hey, you know what, things are pretty good here. So thank you very much.
I'd love for you to give the date for next year to the staff to let us know.
Yeah.
I'd love to go. Oh, sorry, that's me. AFT part-time. No. CSEA. Sorry, I forgot I was running a meeting. No.
Oh, it is CSEA.
Yeah, I have my glasses.
I am here tonight. Good evening, Dr. Walden and Board of Trustees. For those who might not know, this week is National Police Week. So I wanted to take a moment to recognize our campus police department for all they do for the campus and to keep the community safe.
Thank you, Officer Franco and friends.
In addition, I'd also like to thank all the police officers outside of BBC who serve and protect our communities. We appreciate you all and we thank you for your service. Also, this month of May was when California salutes the important contributions of classified school employees during Classified School Employees Week, which is May 17th to the 23rd. This year's theme is Students Thrive Where Classified Work. Classified School Employees Week, or CSEW as we refer to it, is when our colleagues and community honor our hard work and dedication to our students. As stated by Association President Adam Weinberger, we are used to working behind the scenes, but this is our time to be celebrated. Classified professionals have earned respect as educators and partners in education community. More importantly, they have become recognized as the essential frontline workers who keep our schools up and running while making a difference in the lives of students they serve. Our amazing events committee has been working hard planning a week-long celebration for our classified professionals. And let me just say, my events committee is truly amazing, and I couldn't do it without them. We are planning our luncheon next Tuesday between 11:30 and 1:30 here in the Event Center. And any of you that would like to come by and have lunch, you're welcome to. We'd also like to thank those who have made donations, either monetary or gift cards, to help honor our classified professionals. Those who have donated to CSEW are Dr. Walden, the Foundation, School's First Credit Union, Mackenzie Tarango, Pablo Saldana, Malia Carpenter, Glennis Duncan, Reba Pugliese, and Pablo Ariza. We appreciate all the donations we have received. Also, our committee is putting together a video of messages from managers on campus to share with classified professionals.
Oh, I love that.
Tonight, we have included Academic Senate President and ASB President have also recorded messages. And if any of you would like to do a short little video that Loretta, my Vice President, can help you during the break, and we will put that into the video that will show to all the classified, all the different, if you don't want to say something, you can do a little, write something and somebody can read it for you. Either way, that is all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. CTA. Management.
CTA is not going to speak?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard somebody say no.
Oh, no, there's no CTA. Sorry.
Okay. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was looking. Management.
Is there management? I don't think so.
What?
No way.
Count the time that they did the presentation earlier.
Okay, sounds good. I'll mark it. All right, is everybody okay? Do you need a technology break or can we?
So I think
Continue.
Dr. Griffin and I were over here. I think we all need literally a technology break. I don't know about your screens, but ours say
Oh, yes, we're not
Authentication.
logged in
we've
anymore.
all been knocked out.
This authentication to the server has been lost. Please log back
It
in.
must have something to do with the fact that they're voting, because mine doesn't say that.
Right. You
So it's a
probably,
voting-
you
something
probably
with the
shouldn't have
voting. Oh,
said
mine
out
says
loud
it.
that we're getting rid of board docs. They cut us off now.
Okay, so we're
So
gonna
we'll
take
take-
a quick, we'll take a 10-minute break, so no, not 10:27. 7:27, thank you.
Then,
Let's,
I don't know.
Tim,
Do we need Tim up here?
Stephanie, if you guys can resolve this is good. If not, you're going to have to take your votes by voice vote.
from break. If you're not up here, you're going to miss it.
Glad I'm not the last one.
Right? It's going to be Brandon. Paging Brandon Wood from the restroom. I'll call it out.
As long as you're willing to be called.
All right. Approval of consent
Motion.
agenda items.
Second.
Motion by Terrell, second by Brady. Student advisory,
Yes.
and voting should be open. It's not popping up. Shake your mouth, okay.
Do what?
It's not. Do you want to do a verbal just for?
No.
Oh, mine did. It's slow. It's just mad that we talked some smack about it.
Well, we actually want to keep board docs.
But they bought
taken
the
away.
other one, right?
Diligent bought them out and they're getting rid of it.
Okay. And moving on to 12.1 public comments related to action agenda. I don't believe I received anything. Moving on, separate items, nothing was pulled. 13, oh, my brain does not work right now, sorry. Am I skipping? 13.2, Resolution 2606.
Motion.
And can I-
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Terrell, and student advisory?
Yes.
So, you know what this is? Did everybody read it?
Yes.
So basically, you're saying that those running for office from this board this year, anybody that's, including the ones that are sitting on the board, as well as any new ones, each candidate elective to have his or her candidate statement include shall pay the estimated cost for the time of filing. Be it further resolved that the candidate statement shall be limited to 200 words. So that's been your practice in the past. This is actually just brought back from your last round a couple
Okay.
years ago.
So voting is open. Vote now and vote often. Okay. And 13.3, Resolution 2607, recognizing classified school employee week.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Dr. Griffin. Student advisory.
Yes.
You better, your mama can get mad. Okay, and let's read that. Do I have a volunteer to read that?
I think Haley should read it.
Haley, do you want to read that for us?
Classified school employee week?
Yeah.
All right.
Has everybody voted? It's kind of slower than normal.
Who are the motions again?
Brady was the motion and Griffin was the second.
All right. Victor Valley Community College District resolution to recognize classified school employee week on motion of member trustee Brady, seconded by member trustee Griffin. The following resolution is hereby adopted. The third full week of May, 17th through 23rd, has been designated as Classified School Employee Week in California by the California School Employees Association and the California State Legislature. Whereas classified employees provide valuable services to the schools and students of the Victor Valley Community College District, and whereas classified professionals contribute to the establishment and promotion of a positive instructional environment, and whereas classified professionals serve a vital role in providing for the welfare and safety of Victor Valley Community College District, and whereas classified professionals employed by the Victor Valley College District strive for excellence in all areas relative to the educational community. Therefore, be it resolved that the Victor Valley Community College District hereby recognizes and wishes to honor the contribution of the classified professionals to quality education in the state of California and in the Victor Valley Community College District. It further declares the week of May 17th through the 23rd, 2026 as Classified School Employee Week in the Victor Valley Community College District, passed and adopted by the Governing Board on May 12th, 2026.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to 13.4, Resolution 2608, Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Can I get a motion?
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Griffin. Student advisory?
Yes.
And Brandon Wood, would you read it for us out loud?
I will.
Voting is open, by the way.
All right, well, wait, it went away. I'm getting a free 7-day trial of Acrobat. There we go.
Yay.
All right. It was
Brady.
Brady to
And
Griffin. All right. On motion of member Brady, second by member Griffin, the following resolution is hereby adopted. Whereas on March 28, 1979, President Carter issued the first presidential proclamation for Asian Pacific American Heritage Week, and whereas in 1992, Congress expanded this observance to a month-long celebration in May, known as Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and whereas in 2009, presidents have expanded the commemoration to honor Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, and whereas Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders have contributed in great and significant ways to society, playing a vital role in our nation's economic and technological growth, and whereas the vast diversity of cultural traditions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders continue to strengthen the fabric of American society, and whereas Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month is an opportunity for all Americans to commemorate the struggles and victories of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders in our history and their invaluable contributions to society. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Victor Valley Community College District recognizes Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, encourages all citizens to explore the rich and significant heritage of Asian American and Pacific Islander communities, and honors the vital role they have played in the economy, culture, and community throughout the district and the United States. Passed and adopted by Governing Board, May 12, 2026.
Thank you so much. And Resolution 2609, recognize National Teacher Day and California Day of the Teacher.
Motion.
Second.
And student advisory?
Yes.
Okay, and Dr. Griffin, do you mind reading it in honor of your
Sure.
teaching credential?
Victor Valley Community College District resolution to recognize National Teacher Day and California Day of the Teacher on motion of member Brady, seconded by member Wood. The following resolution is hereby adopted. Whereas the foundation of American freedom and democracy is a strong and effective system of education where all people have the opportunity to learn in a safe and nurturing environment, and whereas much of the success of our nation is the result of the hard work and dedication of teachers across the nation, and whereas teachers spend untold hours and resources preparing lessons, evaluating progress, and providing guidance and encouragement to their students, and whereas no other profession touches as many individuals with such lasting effect, and whereas the dedicated teachers at Victor Valley College educate, motivate, and inspire students, molding the minds and training the workforce of the future, and whereas California has produced the thinkers, the scientists, the inventors, the technicians, and the engineers that have led our nation to become the strongest economy in the world. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Victor Valley Community College District hereby recognizes and wishes to honor the contribution of all teachers and the quality of education they provide in the state of California and throughout the United States. The Victor Valley Community College District declares May 5th, 2026, National Teacher Day, that is, and May 13th, 2026, California Day of the Teacher.
Thank you so much. And I apologize for telling you to read that prior to the voting, so thank you.
No worries.
Did it go through? Yes? Okay, I don't think it posted. Moving on to foundation donations. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
And student advisory?
Yes.
Good choice.
This is for $317,228.32.
There about. Like the 32 cents.
We take every penny. Voting is open. Did it go? Oh, somebody needs to vote.
I went.
It never showed.
Oh. Can we take a verbal on him? Do you mind? A verbal? He says yes.
Do I get?
I think
My
so.
little change vote button came up. There it is now.
Okay, there it is. It's acting really funny. Okay, 15-1, temporary borrowing between funds for fiscal year 26-27. Can I get a motion?
Second.
And student advisory?
Yes.
Okay, and this is normal from year to year. Voting should be open soon. There it goes. 15-2, agreement, America's Express Rent-A-Car. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Student advisory?
Yes.
Voting should be open soon. There it went. $15.3 agreement CDW Government LLC
Motion.
Second.
and student advisory.
Yes.
Okay, and 15.4 Wenger Corporation Team Carts.
Motion.
Second.
Student advisory.
Yes.
I really didn't have the knowledge to speak to this. Artie, can you run up and tell the board what these carts are, what they're used for? Like, they're not motorized, right? Or are they?
No, they're not. So what they are they're actually for the equipment room primarily, and they're rolling carts. And so all of our equipment, uniforms, things of that nature are stored in there. It really keeps us organized, and it's an improvement from what we had in our old building, and so we're excited about. It's modern, and it's going to make our equipment technicians' job a lot easier.
Do you know how many carts there are?
I don't have the exact number. I think we are, I want to say, close to around 12 to 13 carts is what we'll have. So,
Awesome. Well, congratulations, it went through.
thank you.
You got your cards.
15.5 purchase agreement, Open Group Student Activity Center, I cannot speak today, Multicultural Center Furniture. Can I get a motion? Thank you.
Second.
And Student Advisory?
Yes, the students also voted on this item to use the student center fee, so yes.
Great.
Congrats.
So the students are paying for this with their ASB funds.
Nice.
$316,000.
Cool. Thank you, students.
Big spenders.
Okay, and 15.6, purchase agreement, Open Group Student Activity Center, Multicultural Center, acoustic panels.
Motion.
Second.
And Student Advisory?
Yes. This one too.
They're paying for this one as well?
Great.
How much is that one?
$94,000, so a little over $400,000.
Okay. 16.1, academic equivalency, Teresa Shellcroft. Can I get a motion?
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Terrell. I'm sorry if whoever said it as well on that side, I didn't hear you. And Student Advisory.
Yes.
Voting is open. $16.2, academic equivalency, July Beth Murillo.
Motion.
Second.
You guys are killing me. We'll do motion by Griffin, second by Wood. And Student Advisory?
Yes.
You guys both did it at the same time. Okay. And voting should be open. And 17.1, Workforce Development, San Bernardino County Workforce Development Department. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Can I get a
Second.
Great job, thank you. And Student Advisory?
Yes.
Okay, and 17.2, Amendment Instructional Service Agreement between Victor Valley College District and Victor Valley Union High School District for the 23 to 26, is that correct? Or is it 25, 26? 23 through 26? Okay.
Motion.
School year, motion by Brady. Anybody second?
Second.
Thank you. Student Advisory?
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying. Thought I read it wrong.
No, that's correct.
Board Docs is so mad at us right now. Okay. 17.3, curriculum changes.
Motion.
Second.
And Student Advisory?
Yes.
Motion by Brady, second by Terrell. And Student Advisory was yes. Great. And moving on to the information and discussion portion. We all received the first read of board policies to our emails, correct?
Correct.
Okay, great. Any discussion on the first reads of the policies? No? Okay, and then we do have 19.6, discussion on consideration for honoring Don Pharisee. Did I say
Pharisee.
So-
Pharisee?
Before we have a motion and a second.
There isn't, it's not an action, it's discussion.
Okay, but let me make a point of order on this before we get into any discussion. So we have board policy 6620. Board policy lays out a very specific requirement for the procedure for naming. And that's all fine. It indicates the contact information for the person submitting the request, specific naming recognition requested, written acknowledgement or permission of the person, business, organization, rationale for the recognition. Those things are not, well, one, that's our policy. So that's the direction that naming is supposed to start. But the reason that I call a point of order is on page 3. And page 3 reads, upon receiving a complete written request, the superintendent president will facilitate collegial review by a campus committee comprised of at least 2 representatives of the faculty, classified staff, students, management, staff, and foundation. Superintendent will chair the committee. The committee will review the request and submit their recommendation to the Board of Trustees for action on the request. So reading that, here's my issue. If our board right now starts having a discussion and espousing support for or against, providing any input, one, I wouldn't go so far as to say that we're in violation of our board policy, but we're certainly not respecting our board policy because it calls for a very specific way that this is to be done. But what we are doing, if we have a discussion now and pre-opine on how the board feels about this, we are completely disrespecting and undermining our faculty, staff, students, management, and the foundation, in that as the final decision makers, if we sit here tonight and say how much we're for it, how much we're against it, we're potentially poisoning the well, and also saying to this committee, we don't need you, we don't respect you, we don't respect your input, we've already made up our minds. And so I just think it's very disrespectful to the process, and it's disrespectful to our own policy to do this in a backwards order and espouse any kind of an opinion here tonight. And having read our own board policy, I would say this: if the board carries on a conversation and speaks out in support or not in support, if anybody espouses an opinion publicly in this meeting, I will abstain from any future vote on this naming because I think it's extremely disrespectful to the process and to the people who we, in our own board policy, have written into the policy to first review this thing.
So I would say,
I think this needs to be taken off the agenda, but it's here.
as a discussion, point of discussion.
So if
I would
anybody
recommend we don't
proceeds, if
speak, yeah.
anybody proceeds to discuss and render an opinion here and now, before it's gone through the process, I will abstain from voting if and when it comes on our agenda.
So I think it's a good idea to just let's just recognize a motion to adjourn, and we'll take this up in the proper avenues in the future.
Motion to adjourn.
I would say this. We've got a gentleman that's come here. Mr. Tate is a industry leader, well-known. I think we need to give him some direction on if he wants to make this request, how he does formally make the request.
So there is a board
He did-
policy, and we're happy to, I think, do that.
I
But I don't think it's a good
President Tarpley,
idea
wait,
to
wait.
have an opinion.
No, I'm not giving an opinion.
Okay.
I'm stating a fact.
Okay?
We need to say to him, he needs to write a letter, he needs to send it to Dr. Walden, and this is the process.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be very clear, because I think that he doesn't know what the process is. We know what the process is. I don't think that he.
Well, we didn't
has
know
all-
what the process
No,
was
but-
either.
No, but I don't think that he has the policy that we have, so how would he know? So I think.
I don't
Just
take
out of
any,
courtesy.
I don't take any issue with the gentleman's public comment. I thank him for that.
Absolutely.
I think that was absolutely appropriate for a member of the public to come here and give public comment. I don't think he violated or disrespected our policy. I think he did exactly what members of the public should do.
My
Come and
office,
give public
my office will
comment.
get him,
His
my
address
office will
and
get
phone
him a
number
copy
on
of the
comment.
board policy.
So I'm just
So
saying that.
Dan's nodding, he sees me, we know each other, we've been to dinner. So I will get him a copy of the policy, that's not a issue.
My only point is that we start espousing an opinion from this dais before this has gone through the proper process. We're disrespecting our
Understood.
partners and we're disrespecting our own policy.
Understood. Thank
And
you.
I just want to go on the record and say that I truly do appreciate, Trustee Wood,
Right.
your comments about it.
Mhm.
I have spoken to Dr. Wall in the past about people I know that want to give here, and it's kind of good that we have this conversation, because we may have this conversation in the upcoming years.
Right. And so it's good that we now know that.
That I think
Right.
that we kind of have an understanding.
So I will.
Because I think, as he said, the foundation's our partners, the academic process, there is a process.
So I want to apologize to the board. This is actually my blunder. I should have caught this. Joe asked me to put it on the board for a discussion, and my pattern is any board member who wants to put something on the board for discussion gets to do so. I didn't think deeply about it. I did not question it. I just, any of you can but this was something I should have been more astute and aware of. I told the staff to send you all the board policy. I did not even read it. So this is my mistake, and I apologize to the board and to you as well, Dan. I could have just sent you this, and we could have saved this whole thing, but now that everybody's clear that
Yes.
the board gets it last, not first.
Well, let me,
So-
I know Mr. Tate sent.
So please
me
accept
a
my
letter,
apologies.
Which I sent directly to the president.
Right, and I should
It was a
have,
very lengthy letter, and it wasn't up to me to send to anybody, sent to him and just say, what's the process?
but what I should have done is just responded to you and got him the
I
board policy.
appreciate the.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
fault.
So thank you so much. I recognize your motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, great. Thank you.